Guys, one thing I've learned during my time of living is that people would rather be in a familiar hell than be in an unfamiliar heaven, if that makes sense. People would rather go through the trauma, people would rather stay where they're not welcomed, where they're not respected, where they're not cherished. People would rather stay in a toxic cycle, all because it's their comfort zone. It's all they know, pretty much, right? And sometimes the unknown, the unfamiliar, it could be scary, right? But usually on the other side of the unknown, on the other side of risk, is reward. Usually you got to step out on faith and take that chance in order for you to really get that reward and get what you deserve. Because if you stay comfortable, quote unquote, you'll soon realize that you're not really comfortable, right? In order to get comfortable, you have to be uncomfortable. You got to get moving. You got to continue to elevate. But a lot of people would rather stay where it's a comfortable hell instead of getting uncomfortable to reach that heaven, right? Whatever it may be, you know. This could apply to friendships. Let's say you got a couple of friends, you got a friend group, a friend circle, and you want to elevate. Like, you got goals, you on your grind. You're not trying to just waste time, sit around, drinking, smoking. You trying to do something with your life. But let's say your friend's not. Let's say they comfortable and staying where they at. They comfortable with just drinking every day and playing Madden every day. You know, they don't want to have to get up and grind, go to work. They comfortable with just being high all day. Well, guess what? You just gotta let them be comfortable by themselves while you get uncomfortable and elevate. You know, let's move it on to the relationships. Let's say it is somebody who, you know, came from a toxic situation, somebody you was dealing with, and you showed them what it was like to feel loved, what it was like to feel cherished, what it was like to have somebody who taught you things. You taught them what it was like to have somebody who encouraged them and looked out for them. You brought to them unfamiliar heaven, but yet they wanted to stay in that comfortable hell because they didn't know how to take all that in. They didn't know how to take all that love you was giving in. They was like, oh, this a little too much. I'm not used to this, so let me run back to what I'm used to. Well, guess what you got to do? You got to let them run back to that comfortable hell while you realize, hey, they wasn't deserving. They wasn't worth it. And sometimes it could be a tough pill to swallow, but guess what? It's good to take your meds. Sometimes you got to take your meds and you got to swallow that pill, right? No matter how much you want good for somebody, if they don't want good for themselves, then, hey, it's useless. You know, the comfort zone is where dreams die. Ain't that what they say? The comfort zone is where relationships die. The comfort zone is where a lot of things die. The body naturally deteriorates if you don't work out, if you don't exercise, if you don't move, if you just stay laid up all day. You do yourself a disservice. And that goes to every aspect of your life, right? You want to be successful in any area of your life, you got to get uncomfortable. You got to leave that comfortable hell to reach that unfamiliar heaven, right? But people would rather stay comfortable. People would rather just do what they know or be what they know. Or a lot of times people tell themselves they can't do better, that they can't be better, that this is all they deserve, this is all they good for. A lot of people put a cap on their ceiling. A lot of people put a cap on their ceiling by their mindset, the way they think about themselves. The way you think about yourself is the way you're going to carry yourself. The way you carry yourself is the way you create your reality. So it's a domino effect. So we got to decide. We got to get focused, especially if you not trying to just be comfortable. If you trying to reach new heights, if you trying to reach new levels, then hey, you got to cut people off around you that's not. Because that's, if you leave them, it's going to affect you, right? You got to get some new friends. You got to find a new girl. Whatever it may be. You got to out with the old and with the new. Because a lot of people just want to be comfortable. And we ain't got time to just to sit and be comfortable. If you made it this far, I want you to type down below, get uncomfortable. Till the next video, you already know what it is. It's